Hi, I'm Kimberly with Astrology Bodies, and this video is for the Aries season wellness. So this encompasses 1 month starting with the sun in Aries until the sun goes into Taurus. So wellness incorporates health and fitness. So I'm going to talk about some of the charts for this month. I'm not going to talk about all the events or all the aspects, but just talk about some of the main ones and the sign change. So the spring equinox is starting on March 20th, and that's the sun in Aries right here. So officially, it is a new astrological season. So let's talk about Aries. And we're starting now at the beginning, like the top of the body. So every sign represents a certain area of the body or system. And so with Aries, we start at the head and the brain. Those are the main two. And so as you go through the signs, you actually go down the body. So we still are finishing up some issues with the feet, the calves and ankles, because Pisces rules the feet. Aquarius is the ankles and calves. So that's where the main emphasis is. So we're just coming out of Pisces season, going into Aries, but we only have the sun there. So it's not just about Aries right now. But here are the main things to think about for Aries. So Aries is a fire sign. The fire signs are most likely to be dehydrated. So water intake, super important. Aries tends to be impulsive, hot-headed. Okay, their temper can flare up quickly. So everything is fast because Mars rules Aries. So they like to do things fast. Even any body issues, they tend to be acute and inflammatory. They show up all of a sudden. If you can get a remedy really quickly, then it can go away quickly. It doesn't usually linger in an Aries, a strong, like a predominant Aries. Of course, you have to look at an individual's chart to see what else is going on. But that Aries energy is quick, fast moving, and acute. So watching out for inflammation, especially a heat in the head. So a lot of heat, hot-headed, that comes from heat rising to the head. Aries will also lose a lot of heat as well. So the other thing to remember about Aries is the burnout factor. So kind of go, 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 moving fast. They really use up adrenaline a lot. So that can cause fatigue, insomnia from burnout. So you want to support your adrenals. So whatever is going on with you, check that out with your doctor. I'm not giving any medical advice here. I'm just making suggestions on hypothetical body areas that could just need some support during a certain time period. That's it. So a week after sun goes into Aries, then we have Mercury. So about a week later, the 27th, Mercury will also be in Aries. And so Mercury is the nervous system, the nerves. So any anxiety, any coming up from that go-go, that energy, that hurrying, fast-paced living, it's going to be even more so when Mercury joins up with the sun here. So let's look at the planet opposite Mars, that is Venus. So they're considered opposite planets here. And Venus, you can tell, is getting squeezed between Mars and Saturn. Venus not very happy right now. And Venus being in Aquarius, that is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn is the strong one right here. And Venus is it's getting Mars, which can cause accidents. Remember, it rules Aries. She's headed up to Saturn, which slows things down. So we got Venus temperament is relaxed, soothing, soft. So when you talk about this emphasis in Aquarius, so you want to think of the lower legs, veins, circulation, movement of fluid, and that also is emphasized by Pisces over here. But so we got the heat and the acute conditions coming up to the chronic and slow or deficient type of issues. So Venus is under pressure here, and she's not really going to be happy until she moves on a couple of weeks later. She moves on into Pisces. So that's when she'll be happier. She much prefers to be in Pisces. But this conjunction here, there's always more power, there's more emphasis when there's a conjunction, when you have three planets together in the same sign. Now, I'm just going to point out that all of these are getting all pressured by the nodes here. So here are the nodes, north and south lunar nodes. And you can see Saturn is already in that range. We're already getting that square. Venus is coming up quickly. Mars is going to join in. So just kind of like 1, 2, 3, like right after the other, they are going to conjunct with Saturn all during this period of time where they are square here. So they're getting squared, they're getting pressured from the nodes. So there's just a focus on it. So this is the area, ankles and calves. So make sure you're doing plenty of walking, not sitting at a desk. If you're traveling a lot, maybe need compression socks. So check with your doctor or your practitioner. That's the area that is emphasized. So even when Venus moves on into Pisces, then you can tell, wow, we have Mercury will have moved on, but then Venus, Jupiter, and Neptune all in Pisces. So we still have a 3-planet conjunction happening, still a lot of emphasis. And so that is not only the feet and toes, but the lymphatic system. So the lymph in the body needs to keep moving, and you need to move your body to do that. So sitting around at the desk is obviously the opposite of that. So we're just in general, the world is much more open. We're moving around. We're leaving our homes more. So with Venus coming in here, it's just being aware of the fluid may be becoming a little bit more lazy, because remember, Venus is soft, not much musculature with Venus. And Venus is sweet and what's the word I'm looking for? Indulgent. So definitely may feel a little bit more lazy here, but you gotta keep fluids moving. Just watch for any kind of swelling, and the thing about Venus is it's usually nothing serious. So Venus comes in, you just want to make sure you're moving those fluids, just like I talked about circulation of the blood with Aquarius. So all of this is still happening, even with this Aries season starting. So the last big event I want to bring up is Jupiter conjunct Neptune. And they've been coexisting in the same sign now for since January. Now they're actually going to conjunct exact this month. So Jupiter is big water fluid. Neptune is more like stagnant water, not really moving. So it can exaggerate if you have any kind of swelling tendencies. Just be careful. Weather-wise, geographically in the world, this will suggest some flooding in some areas of the world. So just think of that flooding concept in your body. So we want to keep that fluid moving. Also with this, just think of your psychic health, your emotional health here, because things can get much more emotional. We got a water sign, which definitely feminine, more feeling, and Jupiter likes to exaggerate and make things bigger. So just being aware of other people's energy and how it's affecting you, or vice versa, your energy affecting other people. So taking measures to just be protective and having boundaries with yourself as much as you can. Um, trying to expand your horizons, uh, but trying not to go overboard. Even though Jupiter's there, you try not to go to that overboard excess road. The last thing I'm just going to bring up is while these are getting squared, just before that, you can see these degrees are square Uranus. So Venus and Mars are first squaring Uranus, which is kind of the electrical energy, electric body, the input, output of your cells, the electrical energy. So the square here is just emphasizing the circulation, how important that is. It's just adding in a body area. So the Taurus is the neck, thyroid area, the neck muscles, the lower jaw. So adding in however that can relate to circulation here. So just be aware of that. I'm just going to show you the chart for the new moon. Like I talked about, Mercury coming into Aries, and it's really close to the new moon. So that kind of, that's like it's happening, yes, just over a week into Aries season. So that's really like that beginning, that go out there and get something energy. So Mercury is there. So there may be some nervousness, anxiousness around that. So just be aware of that. So just think of how the brain and the nervous system are connected, because Aries rules the brain, Mercury rules the nerves. So taking care of your mental health, taking care of yourself, not overdoing it, and not going for burnout. Those are some key things here for Aries season. So I hope this helps you through the month. And just real quick for exercise, a little bit more. I did mention like walking, but that's pretty simple. But calves, ankles, feet, stretching, really stretching, flexing and pointing your toes, working those muscles of the lower legs. Most people do not stretch enough. You're doing a lot of walking, right? You're working your muscles. That doesn't loosen your muscles. It actually works your muscles. So that's why stretching helps. So stretching those legs, especially the lower legs. And also brain exercises for Aries, ruling the brain. So you can do that on your smartphone or tablet. Get an app for some brain exercises. That would be a good time. This is a good time for that. So I hope this is helpful. Please like and share this video if you think it helps you. And next video will be for the month of April, like an overlook or overview of the month of April for just generally everyone. And thanks for viewing. Bye.